The believer. Once upon a time, in Edo, there lived a poor man named Zengoru in Fukuicho in Asakusa. All his life, he had believed piously in Daikokuten, but he could not make any money. When the year was nearing its close, Zengoru became very worried. He decided to throw off his real self, enter into the neighborhood, and steal the money from the house of a rich man. He thought that with that money, he could spend at least that new year comfortably. He told his wife about the idea, but she was against it and said, "It is better to die than to steal." Still, he could not dismiss the idea. At night, when his wife was sleeping, he went out. He stood by the fence of the rich man's house. Carefully, he looked in. He stretched his hand onto the board fence and tried to climb over. The revelation. There was a lot of snow around, so Zengoru's feet slipped. He fell and fainted outside. Then, as if in a dream, he saw the form of Daikokuten appear before him, surrounded by a bright light and with a heap of gold and silver at his feet. Upset, Zengoru said, "I have worshipped you every day for all this time. Why have you never given even a little of this great heap of gold which you have?" Daikokuten replied, "I cannot give you this treasure. It is not mine. It belongs to someone else. The only thing that you can do is to ask and borrow from him." "Where is the owner then?" Zengoru asked. "The beggar who is sleeping there at the bridge straight ahead." The beggar's money. Zengoru, who was true at heart and a strong believer of Daikokuten, set out in the direction Daikokuten had said. He went straight towards the bridge to see. A dirty beggar was soundly sleeping in the cold with only a straw mat over him. Zengoru went closer and shook him until he awakened. Then he told the beggar everything that had happened. "I will give you a task if you only let me have 300 ryo," he said. "But how can I do such a thing?" the baffled beggar answered. "It was truly a revelation from Daikokuten," insisted Zengoru. He tried to persuade the beggar some way or the other. Zengoru took the beggar home with him and drew up the contract of loan for 300 ryo and gave it to him. In addition, they agreed to live on terms as relatives from that time. The beggar becomes rich. Zengoru then told the beggar that after having made this contract, they would be able to find the money. Let us start looking at my house first, Zengoru said. With the help of his wife, he lifted up the boards in the floor. After looking around in every corner, they found a place which seemed a little higher than the rest in a corner under the porch. They dug and found exactly 300 ryo from under the dirt there. Using this as an investment, they worked for a living, and in a little time, their fortune improved. As per the contract, Zengoru brought the beggar to his house and shared the money with him suitably. He set him up in a home, and both the families prospered. Since Zengoru and his wife had no children, they adopted a son from the beggar's family and handed their fortune over to him. Hence, it was truly as Daikokutin had revealed. All the fortune came into the possession of the beggar's family. Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.